the Honorable Home Minister and the Indian Olympic Association representatives. There was a desire that, while Meghalaya is the host, again I repeat, Meghalaya is the host of the games, it would be nice if other states also can become a part of the games and maybe host one or two disciplines, depending on their capacity and depending on the different logistical support that may be required. So therefore, you can say almost majority of the games are being held in Meghalaya. But with that thought process of trying to give a northeast flavor to the games, against repeating that Meghalaya being the and the only host, the games, one or two disciplines may be played in different parts of the northeast, different states that is, and we have already done a discussion at a preliminary level. The sports department will be calling the officers, directors from the different states sports departments and further discussing this in detail to finally come to a conclusion. This meeting will be held sometime in July, where all the sports department officials of all the northeastern states will be asked to come to Shillong. Detailed discussion will be held, and we'll see which state will be able to host which game. As I said, 1 to maximum 2 in a state, depending on the size. So there are 8 northeast states minus Meghalaya, that's 7. So there will be 7 disciplines for sure, 1 each, and maybe in some 1 or 2 of them, if the need arises and if the opportunity is there, we may examine maybe 1 more. So at least 7 disciplines will be outside. Rest, normally there are 38 disciplines. 38. There will be about 38 plus disciplines, which means about 30 plus will be held, plus minus will be held in Meghalaya. And at the same time, we will be also hosting the Northeast Sports Ministers meet also after the meeting of the officials. Once they have got a kind of a general way forward, then the sports ministers meet will then finalize it.
Is it because we don't have the infrastructure that you have to depend on any states?
In some cases, the infrastructures are very, very large. That is true. I mean, you're talking about maybe 400-500 crores, 500 crores, 600 crores to invest for one particular sport, and then the legacy aspect also looks at. We have to look at that aspect. So that has got maybe 10% of the decision, but 90% of the decision has come because, as I said, of the desire of Government of India and the Indian Olympic Association to host it, and to that Meghalaya should host it, but give it a northeast flavor by involving other states in a small way. If this direction or this suggestion had not come from Government of India or IOA, we would have to go for the investment. So we are, in fact, as I said, spending 1,900 crores today. We'd have to spend maybe 2,500 crores or 3,000 crores. So therefore, yes, partly that also impacts, but that is not what has driven the decision, to be very frank. If we have to invest, we will invest. But this has been done primarily because Government of India and IOA has requested and suggested to Government of Meghalaya that give it a northeast flavor. There are 38 disciplines plus minus. So even if you give one discipline to each one, you will still be hosting 30 plus games. So therefore, it will give a nice flavor, and all the northeast states can, in a way, become a part of these games.
Will you be having games village setting up?
So yeah, very good question. Thank you very much for that. We are coming up with a very unique model. What we'll be doing is that once we put up a games village, we have realized and seen in the past in other states that the games village becomes a legacy issue for us. We have come out with a special model in tune with the tourism department. So we will be promoting 10-bedroom homestays and boutique hotels in the state, in especially Shillong, Tura and Jowai, which will be the 3 main towns and city which will be hosting. We will examine if other places can host or not, but 3 for sure are going to host. And so we have also done a rough analysis of how many rooms are required, for how many beds are required. And based on that, we have broken down into how many entrepreneurs will be involved in putting up different homestays. These homestays, of course, will have to construct the homestays based on the sports and Olympics and Sports Association and IOA criteria of different aspects of how the room should be in terms of the attached bathrooms to be done and all the other requirements that are there. And the model like this has been developed because then that will become again as a a scope of employment for the future, where even after the games are over, those particular boutique hotels and small homestays, 10 plus rooms, will act as as hotel rooms for tourists who will come in the future. So it's a double benefit we will get, and we'll be supporting entrepreneurs to set up these homestays. And like we're doing right now for the different homestays through different programs, this will be a special program which will take up, where we will promote entrepreneurs to put up homestays, which will be then used for the national games, and then further will be a asset and a contribution to the tourism sector.